What's up, people, brothers and sisters? How you doing today? Blessings to you. God is on the throne today still. All right, let's see what we got here. Get my act together. All right, so let's have a look at our calendar today. We just have some. What time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock, so we already missed Raphael Bostic, but we do have PMI, ISM, petroleum report at 10:30, and that's about it, I think. Not too many smart people talking today. Let's see. Oh, I'm not connected to. Let's see if I could still connect to my Schwab account, get some data here for the equities. All right, guys. All right, this is the first I'm launching the charts, a little behind the eight ball this morning. Let's see what we can do, right? We can pick up where we left off. Had a good day yesterday. So I actually recovered a trade. My silver trade at the end of the day kind of blew my entire profit picture for the day. So we lost about I think about 230 on that trade. Let's go back to view that little pain in the butt that it was. Right up here. There we go. Yeah, so I went long on a breakout above that swing, got ticked out right here, which was really a pain in the neck. But because of the strong upward bias, and we did have the uh, tendency histograms here showing long as well, I went ahead and I went long again here one contract and long here one contract, and we got out at a target and recouped our losses. So it was a little off book trade, but silver was strong, so I held on for it, and it worked out. So recouped our losses from yesterday. And then I just wasn't able to trade the rest of the day. It was a very, very weird day in my life. Anyway, we're back now. I hope God is blessing you today, continues to bless you. He has not forgotten you or forsaken you. He doesn't do that. He's faithful. So praise the Lord. We're together today. All right. Well, look at that. We are overbought in micro gold. We are not oversold in the YM. We are not oversold in the Russell. We are not oversold in micro NASDAQ. Here is the IWM picture. We were looking at that yesterday, had a really good trade the day before. This one didn't have, it was just an update for the IWM. I wouldn't have really gone on any of these just because we had strong upward market. Didn't really hit overbought, oversold at any location. Take a look at Tesla. Tesla yesterday did hit overbought here. We would have gotten ticked out here, perhaps ticked out there. I don't have a picture of the Tiger Claw because apparently I don't get historical bid-ask volume data, but it does come in alive. And then we do have some winners here. So Tesla got overbought at that location right here at about 1253. And a short signal did yield a win here. Oversold. We definitely got two winners or one winner there if you want just on one trade. So we recouped any losses you might have had on these shorts. All right, so let's go back to, let's see what micro Bitcoin is doing. Not overbought, oversold. This little scalp did work out if you're trading the cash, Bitcoin USD cash. That was a long trade that did hit target. And that just occurred a couple of moments ago. If you're looking at Solana, I don't think I would have gone short there, folks, because we're just so close to the 100, but it did pay out. This is a winner going long at that location. We hit target. And this one is, we're in the market long because we went oversold. Would have gotten long here. It's still hanging in there. We don't have an answer yet on that trade. I would hold out and just get out at the 100. We're approaching that right now in Solana. Solana is a token, it's a crypto token, so keep an eye on that. 9 o'clock, something happened in the heating oil market here, but we're not oversold, so doesn't interest me. All right, we got that guy. Very close to oversold and crude, but it did not connect. Let's get off of beans and we'll take a gander at the 6E. Here is the 6E today. Well, we did get overbought, so it is possible to consider going short here. It would have been good trend trades. Wow, strong move up on a strong negative delta. Typically that is a reversal candle. Flush reversal, but nothing happened there of import. Let's see where we could get some info on lean live cattle, LE. Live cattle did have a winner here, so we were overbought. Go short when it hits there and you're in just for a moment. Could have held on for the second target, would have worked out for you. All right, we're oversold here. Now the first buy signal is right there. We definitely hit target. So 2 wins yesterday in live cattle if you were still on the markets in the afternoon. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's take a look for, still don't get nat gas here. It's starting to piss me off. I like watching nat gas because I'm a producer. Oh, I'm so bad. All right, nat gas. Would have had some good trades right there, y'all. Just a little scalp. Would have held out for the 100. But I'm not getting data. Wow, look at that run up. 737 here. We hit overbought. I don't get a clean sell dot, so no trade there. This is what nat gas is looking like in the near future. But let's move on. Feeder cattle. Cattle that are getting well fed. Yeah, good wins there. It's a little chunky in its spread, so feeder cattle might not be the ideal market to scalp. All right, there. There, we just ticked in on the price to go short, but no follow through. Again, no follow through here. If you were still interested in shorting, that would have been a winner. These are winners here going up. Okay. I think that the signals are pretty easy to read, guys. You tell me though. Take a look at bean oil. Bean oil has some activity, so well, there's a winner right here. We win on going long after oversold. We win going short after overbought, so we would have gone short right here, gotten a couple ticks at least. Here's another win going short. one or two ticks. This was a loser had you gone there, but I don't know, it gets really thin obviously at 4 in the morning Eastern time. Let's look at yesterday. All right, so this is yesterday. This is 10:30. All right, this is market open 9:31. Boom, boom, boom. That was a fake out breakout, genuine failure right there. So we got hit with that loss, full R loss. We got a win here. Let's see, overbought, oversold. We don't hit it again, so nothing going on there. Nothing in the morning. Well, we did have this win, so that is bean oil. All right, copper. Where are you at, copper? Copper. Come get me, copper. Couple of wins here. Going long after that touch of the oversold level. Big negative delta here. All right, we'll keep an eye on that market. Silver, turns out this was a loser. This was a winner. All right, we need to get overbought, oversold before we're interested. Right now, nothing is happening. All right, well, this was an overbought situation and it was a failure. Didn't hit, we got filled and didn't hit our target. So we're out of that market. And we're waiting. We're in a holding pattern, y'all. Aaron, hey, good to see you there. How you doing today? Ready for your IWM open? This was yesterday. Good, good to hear, my friend. I'm glad you're doing good. Well, crude is going up. Heating oil is got some positive delta here. Really good, strong numbers. Yeah, the IWM. I don't know if you were here. I just went over some trades in Tesla. Tesla got hit in the morning. We had a loser here, but right here we certainly got overbought and went into our targets. Boom, boom, boom. Had you held on to it, would have been a big move downward, but that's not the system. The longs here work out as well, even if you held on to the 100. Picky, picky, picky. We don't want to trade everything. We want to trade the good ones. Uh, the Lion system, Aaron, on higher time frames. So the Leto channels is really only for intraday, for one, because it's based on minute by minute analysis of overbought, oversold in relation to the 100. So, 2 or 3 minutes is probably the most you're going to run on if you want to use the overbought, oversold levels. Yeah, so I do run sometimes like the 6E I'll run on or soybeans, lighter trade instruments. You can switch this up. Let's go to 3 minutes and I'll show you what that looks like. Now, the drawback is sometimes these sell dots don't form. You might have to dial back the swing number The swing number here is 4 bars before it and 4 bars after it. So that's 8 bars of action times 3. That's a 24-minute, period where we're not hitting, where we're finding a swing. So that's a pretty significant swing. I don't know if it really ever. All right, well, we're oversold here at 1:30 in the morning, and we do go long here, but it's close to the 100. Not one of my ideal setups. If we go back in time, here's a buy level. You might have gotten stopped out. It might have hit target. Yeah, you did hit target, but I don't know. It's a little too chunky. The full system works much better on a faster moving 1 minute. Let's switch this over to like soybeans. Oh, let's go to soybeans, ZS. All right, this is ZS on a 3-minute chart. Uh, Another thing too is I rarely will look at the bonds, but that does make a little more sense on higher time frames, just because it's such a slow mover, but you still got to be careful. Now here was a winner. Again, it's hard to get that 100 MA far away. We need some space. Wow, we missed out on this move up. Big move in the bonds. The $1,000 move in the bonds. Yeah, handle 1504 to over a handle move. Yep, good point, Aaron. That's what I was trying to say, and you said it much better than me. Thank you. Uh, you can also run this, technically, you can run this on a range-based chart. The channels are going to look a little weird if you don't have a lot of data, like if it's not frequently firing off. You're gonna, the weird channel things, and it's really because you don't have a lot of, well, I need more history for one. See what happens if I load 30 days. So, I mean, this is possible. You're going to have variable sized channels because, it's not time based. These channels are based on 30-minute chunks of time. So if you only get 1 bar in 30 minutes, then you're just going to get one little tick. But it is possible. You can see that the tendency histogram gets a little choppy too. But we are getting a good sell signal. Bonds based on a three range bar. Would have been a good trade. 2 ticks. One contract, 2 ticks. Let's take a look at soybeans. That might not be a bad one to see here. 3-range soybean chart. We are overbought in a 3-range soybean chart. All right, so we're oversold here. We're into the yellow dots. Going along there, yeah, it could be a good trade. That was yesterday or this morning. No, June 1st. That was June 1st on soybeans. Here is a trade that was a failure. That was a loss. This is a win. Boom, boom. Maybe we'd have to take a deeper look at it and run this. There's a overbought level, yellow dot. We don't get a good, we could have gone off script and gone here. Let's change our numbers on the swing here. So let's go to like 2 and 2. Significance is 4. Let's go to 2. So you're going to get smaller swings will qualify now. Boom, boom. You got one swing here after the overbought. You do get one here, and that would have been a good trade to hit the, well, either hit the target or the 100. This one would have been a loser. Don't think you hit that. I think for simplicity's sake, we're just going to stick to minute. All right, go back to ZL 917, my friend. I hope you get a good trade in your IWM. Let's check Solana. What did that do? All right, well, Solana, we're actually long from this level, 155.82, and we're just fighting. Our stop is down here. We're fighting to get back, probably get off of the 100 here, or you can get off almost break even right now. Bitcoin did hit a target here. We oversold. We bought and we got out there. Heating oil, big swing in net delta. Not overbought yet on crude. Let's see, copper is setting up for a potential trend trade. Here was a good trend trade in copper. We found support at the 100. We bounced out above one of the entry levels. Got the target. All right, well, this is a gold loser. I think I covered this already in the analysis, but yeah, we need you to crush that IWM market. Equities are moving up. Yeah. Moving up. Just have not seen them hit oversold yet. Any other stocks you want me to look at? And this is a little better trend trade in silver. Oh, I don't know if I told you, Aaron, if you were here yet, but I made up for my loss yesterday in the silver trade. This was us. The last trade of the day for me was, well, for our session, was I went long here, if you remember right, and we just got ticked out. So that was like a 200 and I think it was a $200 loss. Well, I went long again after we ended the session. I went long here, and I also got another trade going along here. So I was long two contracts, and I did get out when it came back to that high and recouped the loss. So going off script a little bit. Oh, here we go. I did recoup the $200 loss. So we got net deltas turning positive on a doji though, on a trend trade possibility. So I don't know if it gets back above here, I wouldn't mind going long on a break of that swing high, but that was a strong reversal. Um, Very strong reversal. Hmm. Gold is moving back toward the 100. Well, this would have been a short trade and target, which I missed. I got to be paying more attention. We'll also be changing the algorithm for the Tiger Claw. The overbought, oversold levels, these horizontal lines, there's a better way to do that, very similar to what we do for Leto channels. So I'm going to take a look at historical high and low areas based on time and apply those historical to the current time. So if I know that throughout history from 9 o'clock until 9:30 in the morning, the average height is 300 delta, then I'm going to draw a line at 300 delta today so I can measure current delta against the 300, level based on average. That's my contribution to the world, guys. Some call me crazy. I call me crazy. God loves me. I don't know why. All right. That delta is still positive. And silver, that was a good trade in gold. All right. YM has touched 100 again, snaked back. We'll be getting a buy dot here for trend trading if that suits your fancy. Russell snaking back. Tendency is down at the open. 9:25, 5 minutes to the open. Micro Nas moving back to the 100. All right. There's your IWM, my friend. All right, have a good one. We're doing 209 puts. All right, buddy. Have a good one. Knock 'em dead. $209 is your put level. There is the 209 number in IWM. HOVL. Not much else going on here, folks. Not too many overbought, oversold setups. So we're going to sit on it. We have 2 minutes till the launch. 4th of June. Wow, 1 month till July 4th. Hey, is my time going? Dang. I gotta find the gas pedal and start making some money. Making some money. Hmm. All right, let's take a look again. 9:45 is the next announcement here. 10 o'clock and then 10:30 petroleum. Not really much, huh? Not too much going on here. All right, stalking silver. This trade looks like a all right. The open is upon us. YM. All right. Well, there's the IWM. Kind of opened right at the 100, so not much going on there. So this trend trade is possible with the Dow. Got a trend trade here setting up in the Russell, Nasdaq. Sorry. Yep, we got a trend movement here, so I'm gonna go. Let's do a trend trade, folks. We are trend trading the YM if we can get filled. Big delta moves. That's good. Might go on without us. I thought we were gonna get filled. Let's see. We're not done yet. Could snake back, touch our order. Actually, let's close that out a second. All right, well, it moved on without us. That would have been a trade right there on the Nazi. Well. Now the beans are oversold. Bean oil. Our trend trade. We're a little late on the gun on that one, guys. We missed it. Ready, fire, aim. Look at that Nazi crawling back up there, trying to find new highs. Silver just did a classic rising trend line reverse right there, huh? Boom. Gold is moving lower. Gold is not oversold till 33.66. All of the indexes hit their targets. Market is nowhere near overbought, oversold. We're going to hold off till we hit. Oh, I hope Aaron didn't buy any puts on this one. Not yet. Not yet, my friend. I would wait until we hit our. I'd be buying puts up here. Maybe I assume there's a 214. I don't know what their distance is. Could be 5 down. Now 209 is where he's at. So I'm thinking it's every $5 or so. Where are strikes at in this thing? Is it every dollar? Okay, well, the bean oil is oversold. Let's switch over to live cattle, one of my favorite foods. All right, well, we just opened up and hit overbought. Not so impressed yet. Feeder cattle, where are you at? We didn't look at lean hogs yet. Nothing much in lean hogs. All right, why not? It's crazy. I don't usually watch the bonds or interest rate products. This one, we've only got a tick. Uh, 6E. What do you got for me? This was a valid short right here. We went overbought. Next dot is short here. Go sell here. Target was just achieved on that one. That would have been a good short. I need some extra eyes watching these things. Yeah, gold with a valid short there. Hmm. Equities are doing a little bit of a rest, pausing at the extension level here. Tempted to go long. Tendencies, big downward tendencies in these markets. After the reaction, so 15 minutes in, we see market hits the 100 or goes below it on average. That's worth looking at. Gold tendency is down during this time of day. Silver is mixed. Mm. Copper could be a long trade, but tendency is down. If you did have a trend trade, you are hitting target. All right, silver here. We're still kind of messing around with things. Not much delta. 6E. Crude report in about 50 minutes. Finding support at the 100 on the 1 minute chart. Heating oil. It's a big move. $340 range. Mm. All right. Bean oil. Big up on negative delta. Silver hitting that trend line again. I mean, tendency, as far as tendency goes, it does tend to hit the 100 during this time. Basically, no net delta, zero. I would be betting short here if I was a little bit bolder, but I'm not going to do that in silver. The YM is settling back to a little support here. Delta is dropping, price is dropping. If we get back to the 100, looking to buy maybe another trend continuation upward. I don't know. When I look for trend trades, it's like I'm looking for the second best trade. I just I don't want to get in a trend mess. Sure, I'd like to get some extra profit, but markets spend 80% of the time ranging, 20% of the time trending. So, assuming that's true, I don't like trend trading. All right, Tesla, Tesla. Don't need no Tesla to impress her. One of my favorite songs of all time. Well, I was right about silver going short. I love it when a plan comes together. All right, where are we at here? Rude. Both of these are not candidates for trend trade. Lots of negative tendency and negative delta on both of them, so I don't know what it's doing going higher. All right, silver, where are you at? Still no delta. It's the kind of market I was in yesterday when I went long. One other thing, folks, if you don't like the histogram, there is another setting in Leto channels. Let's take it from histo to dots. You can also turn it off if you want, but and now it's just the dots. So it gets a little bit clearer if you don't like the if you don't like histograms. So you can turn those off. Just to let you know. I'm glad I didn't buy at this one. Delta has just evaporated here. That was a good flush reversal right up here. High net delta positive and a reversal downward. Russell did hit its prior resistance. Hmm. I think the only thing keeping me out of these markets is our tendency here to sell off between now and 10:20. Ugh. Market is sleepy. Now, if it's sleepy, not overbought, oversold, guys, then It could certainly pick up once that petroleum status comes out. Certainly pick up at 11-ish. I've seen markets pick up at 11. Crude here has a 10:30 reversal, but the 10:30 news event's coming out. Right. Crude is overbought on a big candle. Lots of positive buying into overbought. Copper is moving higher on tendency negative. Mm. People are dumping Tesla. Or Elon. Poor Elon. Pobre Elon. It, man, it is positive delta all the way. Zero. Switch over and have a gander at live cattle. Well, it was somewhat of a valid signal. Would have paid off a little bit. Again, we're scalping these markets, right? We're not married to them. We're just looking for our little piece here. So there was a good trade in the 6E. Missed. I think feeder cattle had some interest. Feeder cattle was also a short. I don't like to go short on that kind of setup though. We are oversold, but we're coming back up to the 100. Not much going on there. ZL is interesting. Just flirting with the oversold numbers. Delta is still negative. Silver, gold, copper. Mixed signals. Nothing looked good trend-wise. I don't want to buy a trend. I mean, that delta is sort of curling up. But you can see this has just been a top here. Yeah, if we get in lower halfway through the range, we do see the targets getting hit. But I'm not going to be buying up there. No, sir. Gold is below the 100. Back to you. All right, well, beans are going up positive finally. Again, we're looking for, here's a setup in crude. Now we're coming up half hour out of the report, but overbought in crude tendency is down. So historically, the market likes to be below the 100. And I'm starting to see a little weakening move in net delta there at the bottom. So consider going short here. That news event could really change things up though. Heating oil, neither overbought or oversold, so I won't do much there. Bitcoin is right here, cash. Solana, look at that beautiful trade in Solana. This is what you want. Overbought, negative tendency, sell right there, target here or here, either one of those two. Yeah, this was a perfect trade. This is picture perfect. That's what we're looking for all the time, guys. Yeah, keep that one in your brain. Overbought, cycle dot appears, our short dot got a lot of distance to the 100, and off to the races. It's classic 1, 2, 3 top. Oh, I didn't comment. We looked at this earlier. So this was a cycle buy, right? Lion buy right here. So we would have gone long on that break. And you would have probably gotten out at break even-ish right at that period. I mean, if you held on to the target, you eventually do hit target, but I'd have gotten out at the 100, so that's a break even. But this is a good solid win right there in Solana. Root action before the report. All right, MYM. Dow, this is the Russell. NASDAQ. Finally got some negative delta. Again, this tendency histogram shows that we like to hit the 100 on average. We'll go below it a little bit. It's just not hitting our overbought, oversold. Copper is moving back. Ooh, look at that big up bar and then a reversal down. All right, Delta is positive here. If you were a gambler, buy right at this low. Seem to find some support here. And right at the 100, coming into a time when historically we do see a move upward. Yeah, guys, look at this. It's just dead. Doornail dead. Doornail dead. Hmm. Okay, so the only market hitting overbought is crude, and we know we've got a report coming here in a half hour. There's a trend trade for you. Rejection of the 100 twice, going short here on micro Bitcoin futures. Mm, silver. Ooh, 10 o'clock. What did I miss? Oh, okay. ISM Services Index. Do not know what that one is, guys. I must admit. Hmm. All right, well, that's what it is. Only affected the silver market. This is a weak short. Let's think about this, guys. I like this short here. Delta's negative. Hmm. At 9, I would think about a target right around the 100 at the 68 level. Yeah, now we're moving north. All right, well, glad we didn't hop on. Look at that silver. Ooh, there's a big move. Mm, 55 contracts traded. Mm. NWM spiked downwards at that news. I don't know. Silver looking positive. Get some more time. I'm in no hurry to lose money. GC, MYM. NASDAQ has semi-positive delta. Nothing really qualifies for the lion method, guys. We got to get overbought or oversold. This is one of them. We're overbought. Could be a short opportunity, but we're coming into that news event. I think it's going to be sleepy, so we'll lay off of that. Heating oil, not much I trade usually. Let's switch this out to even thinner contract if possible. Take a look at RBOB. RBOB gasoline. Be a chunky monkey. Um, yes, I haven't watched you in a little bit. All right, good to hear, Aaron. Good to hear. Yeah, there's your IWM. When did you buy your put? Was it right at the open, or did you hold off, or what? Mm-mm. 6E. All right, well, 6E did respond to that announcement at 10, our overbought. Silver is utterly confused. 1636 entered. $9.36. Wow. Well, you bought it at a good time. Bought a put at a good time. Hey, gold is up, silver is up. I was expecting silver to turn around here. I don't want to pull the trigger on a buy yet. It's really just flat in the middle of no man's land. You know, typically between the upper channel and the lower channel here, it's no man's land. I consider it. It's choppy, right? We got chop here, so 90% of the time the market just dabbles in there. Gold is finally hitting a little overbought area, dipping its toe into overbought. Copper is coming off here. Soybean oil needs to get way up here or down here. Twenty minutes to the news announcement. Rude. We are overbought in 6E. All right, micro Bitcoin futures just hit oversold. Hmm. Gold overbought. All right, Aaron, have a good day, my friend. God bless you. Be well, stay well. Talk to you later. Look at that silver moving up. You too, buddy. Bye-bye. All right, folks, I'm going to take a break here myself. I shall be back shortly. Okay, people. Ben Leto is back in action. Let's bring on a chart here. Folks. I'm back here. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at copper's moving up. Yeah, look at that. Silver long. Man, that would have been a great trade. Man, oh man. Yeah, pushing up higher, guys. All right, gold. Gold is overbought now. At least it's getting interesting. Okay. All right, so we haven't hit a valid sell dot here, but sure looking like a sell-off is happening in the 6E. We'll hold. I like to see a magenta dot come in, and it's based on our swing calculation. All right, crude. We got a few minutes before the announcement. Copper. Not overbought, not oversold. Silver selling off a little. Dang, I was looking at going long silver right up there. Break upward. Tendency histogram nailed this one. That's the green histogram back here. So it was red in this area and green in this area. So sell off into there and a rally out of it. This tendency histogram, I have it turned down. Let's turn it back up so you can see it. Go to histo. Again, it was negative in this area and then just starting to hit green here. YM shows a negative bias in this time of day, and that's what happened with the YM. It's looking to be more bullish now. Historically, we are seeing net delta coming in, so this could be a trend trade in this spot. It's just sleepy. Russell recovered to the upside to the 100. Natty is there as well. All right. Let's see what is the IWM? Yeah, that's back up there. Tesla is a buy right here, guys. Tesla is just hit a buy level at 330.63 roughly. So guys, that if you're looking to go long in Tesla, there's a scalp for you. Gold has a sell signal here. Silver, no sell yet. We're not overbought. Copper, we're not overbought. We are overbought in bean oil. Severely overbought. Look at that. We just hit some. Somebody just slammed the offer. There is Bitcoin Cash, Solana. Solana is long here. No, it didn't hit oversold, so no trade there. We did have a beautiful trade going short earlier today, right there at 950. Silver's coming back down to the 100. Gold's hanging in range. Mm. Well, this is a potential trend trade, folks. Will boredom overtake me and will I take a trend trade? That's the question. That is the question here. I don't know. It's been a sleepy day, guys. I'm not ready to go jumping into the into hot water, right? Market's gonna have to prove itself to me. Hmm. All right. Well, if we were to go long, we could go long 14 contracts. I'm gonna switch down to just 10. So let's see if we get filled on that. If so, we'll put our stop right down here, sell stop market. And our target's going to be very conservative. We're just going to go right for there, which is a kind of a logical place since all that sell volume was right here. We don't need to push through that and be a hero, right? That didn't quite come back to us, so hold on. My trend trade is not getting filled, dang it. Going on without me. Left the station without me, guys. Done there, been that, right? Done there, been that. Yeah, 60 has not provided a good sell level. Technically close to that guy. Technically. Alright, silver. Nice trade in silver. Alright, so we're still holding on for the MYM to get filled. Might consider moving over to the Russell. Let's do a long here at the 100 on the Russell. We got 2 minutes before the crude report comes out. Ooh, we are going to get a fill. We are close to a fill here, guys. We are filled on the YM long. I'm going to sell right at that high. Long 10 MYMs could have gone long just one full size E-mini. Let's hold on for this guy here. We're long in the YM. Where's our M2K? M2K is flirting here. All right, so that is filled now as well, and we'll put our target. I'm going to put a little bit shy of this swing high. All right, we're in both. We're in both the YM here, long at 42,640. It's looking pretty good. But the day is young, and so are we. Two trend trades in the equities. Be still my heart. Russell is heading in the wrong direction. We're long in the Russell. We're long in the YM. Not too happy about the Russell right now, guys. Being negative below the 100 is not where I want to be. We'll exit out early on this Russell, guys. Obviously some... Oh, okay. Well, we just hit target in the YM. Beautiful. All right. So YM was a winner. YM was a winner. Hello, Samson. Welcome. All right. So we got one winner today. It's been slow. Let's see what the crude did. Well, there was the news, and crude almost hit oversold. Not quite. MYM, we just hit target on the MYM, and the Russell is not so good. Let's hold on here. Long in the Russell, targeting right there, 2108 and a half. I want to get out a little bit here. Samson, well, thank you for your comment. Glad to have you here. It's not too hard. This approach here is called a trend trade. I'm not so excited about trend trading. The Lion system is a simple reversion trade. Don't let all of the lines fool you. Most of them are ignored until a certain condition, simple single condition exists. And this trade is a low probability trade. Really, it's not my favorite. So the real signal, Samson, if you're interested, is these are channel lines. These blocks of lines here are channel areas. And you really don't want to trade until you hit either the oversold level, which is that yellow dot, or the overbought level, which is up here. And those are the reversion trades. Everything else is ignored if you're not hitting any of that. This one is not too happy about it here. We're not over yet, but not my favorite. I have a lot of videos, Samson, too, if you want to take a look. Real quick trades. The market has been slow going this morning. We'll see where the Russell goes. I'll show you a simple, this is a simple view of the trade that we look for. So this is an overbought condition when we hit the yellow dots. We wait for a magenta swing dot to appear and we just go short when the market hits there. And then we exit out at the blue line or the yellow line, either one, whichever one is closer. So that's the whole strategy on reversion trades. Again, we look for the yellow dots first, then we look for the magenta dot to go short, and we go short there, and we exit out there. Cool, thanks, Samson. I hope that little description right here on this Solana trade helps, but we look for overbought, and then we look for a breakdown of structure into one of these levels, either the blue level or the yellow level, whichever one's closer generally. And the trade I'm in right now is a low probability trend trade, not the reversion trade I just mentioned. So I wouldn't have gone into it. We did hit a winner in the YM doing it, but Russell is just weakened here. Yeah, it's actually two indicators. There's two indicators involved. One of them is called the Leto channels, and that's what is drawing these overbought, oversold regions. Yeah, Russell's going to tag us. And the other indicator draws the dots and the targets, and that's called extension 62. All right. So we did get hit out on that guy. We had a winner here, YM. We went long on a breakout of our blue dot, and we targeted there. How long you been trading, Samson? Both of those indicators too are on my store here, store.sbgtradingcorp.com if you want to take a look at it. Yeah, correct. It's not available in TradingView, only in NinjaTrader. TradingView doesn't give a sophisticated enough language to support the channels that I'm drawing. These channels are actually predictive. They're based on 7 days of historical data. So I compile a whole bunch of historical data, and these channel lines are based on statistical distances from the 100. And TradingView just doesn't have the power that's necessary to do that. Oh yeah, we don't trade much Forex either. This is futures. It will work on Forex. I do have it on the futures Forex right here. Here's a 6E, which is the Euro futures. You might, when you think of Forex, you might be talking about spot Forex, which is the cash market. And you could do it. I just don't have data for the spot Forex. So here's a setup that we're getting in gold. You can see that we were overbought. We were looking to break down below these magenta dots. It just never happened, so the market continued up. It's not a trade for us. You can trade stocks in here too. Here's an indicator. The Lion method is on IWM, which is a Russell index ETF, right? Oh, we just had a winner in Tesla. So again, Tesla here, we went oversold. These yellow dots mean that we're in an oversold area. We go looking for now a buy dot, which is this blue dot. We would have gotten long right there. And the target was right at that dash line, and we just hit it right there. So stop would have been down here below the low. So that was a winner in Tesla if you trade stocks. All right, 6E is overbought, so we're going to be looking for a magenta dot to print. Also just got me. Does that make sense, Samson, what I was describing? Take a look at crude. Crude just had the report come out. So here's another example. We hit overbought here, so we went into the channel, so that's overbought. And we start looking for these magenta dots to print, and really we go short. Now we're overbought, so we're going to go short, and we're going to go short right there. And the blue line is the target or the yellow line, so both of them hit right there. So in crude we would have gotten target there. This was right at the news release, so I wasn't trading it, but that's how we would have done it. So this is actually a valid setup here. We would have gone short right at that touch. And this is in the futures for soybean oil. Kind of a thin market. We also use this indicator down here a little bit. It is a volume order flow. So it's looking at the net delta. Yeah, 100% right, Samson. 100% right. It all depends on your risk management and your consistency. That is so true. One other thing is this histogram. This is a future prediction. Uh, you can see the red lines mean that this market typically in the last 7 days has been residing underneath the 100 moving average. So this yellow line is the 100. And when the magenta histogram is here, it means that during this time, so right from here, like 9:25 until 12:30, the market has been down, down, down during this time. The green histogram means it's been up above the 100 during this time. So between 7:30 and 9:30, the market, in this case, copper has been above the 100. So this is a future histogram. It's based on historical data, and we can basically apply that data forward. So it gives us a little edge, like here's a red area, and that's definitely what the market was doing, but it came out of the red area into the green area, and that's the prediction that we had, giving us courage to go long too. So we're going long into historically long upward moves. Yeah, and that's not available in TradingView, unfortunately. All that kind of number crunching. Wow, gold is just taking off here. Glad I got off the Russell train. That was a tank So when we're trading in between those two overbought, oversold zones, it's really just choppy. And that's what we're seeing here. I got lucky a little bit with the YM trade. We were in the zone in the no man's land, but we did find a little target. But the Russell just didn't obey, didn't follow our plan here, so it tanked. Today is a super quiet day, not really conducive to this. We did have some good trades. This one in the 6E, you would have gone short here, right there, because we're overbought. It reversed out of overbought, and we're going short here, and we would have targeted the yellow line or this blue line. So again, it's a simple scalping kind of approach. Yeah, great. What's ICT? You mentioned ICT. Hmm. All right. Well, 60 is overbought and it's starting to head down. So we're going to be looking for that sell dot to appear. The indexes are just tanking. Not so good. All right. I'm just blazing through charts. There's really not much going on here. Let's switch this over. Take a look at some other ags and meats. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I like to look at supply and demand areas, looking for good support resistance zones. I don't use market profile, but the order flow tool that I use is the net delta right there. Mm-hmm. So this is LE market. LE is the live cattle. Live cattle. Now you can see it really tends to go from an upward market historically to a downward market. The switch, it starts tapering off between 11:30, going down. So this is our future prediction. This is what we call the tendency histograms, these tendencies. So the market tends to be above the 100 during this time of day, and then it tends to be below the 100 during this time of day. So that gives us a little future cast. It's not a certainty, but it gives us a historical bias, and that does give us the edge. When this market opened up here, it opened up and it hit overbought right away. Now, if you're aggressive, you could have sold right at that level, or sold right when it hit that channel level. It's a little riskier, but it could work. You might put a stop at the high. This one would have been great for that, but ultimately, what the actual signal is you wait for this dot to appear and you go short right there. And you'll target either the yellow line or the blue line. So in this case, it hit both. Mm. All right, well, the 6E might be putting in a sell marker in the next 2 minutes. Mm. And we're coming up at 10:50, guys. So I usually trade until 11 online, and we'll be moving over to trading offline. 11 o'clock, I usually grab some lunch for one. All right. Well, this is oh, you are. Well, God bless you, Samson. Yeah, praise the Lord. Good to have you with me. God is on the throne. He's taking care of you and me, right, my friend? Oh, look at that. 6E now. We do have a sell marker. Net delta is down. That's a good indicator of downward move. So 6E is the futures for the euro. Yeah, good to have you here, buddy. Yes, sir. I was a total unbeliever atheist for 27 years, and I've been a Christian, been a follower for 30 now. They are, my friend. Maranatha. He's coming quickly. He's at the door. Don't harden your heart. Do not harden your heart. Hmm. All right. Well, live cattle is also showing here. We got a sell dot. Again, overbought. Looking at the nearest sell dot. I mean, the market tends to sell off roughly in this area. I mean, it is losing strength. Now, this is not a valid buy dot, and that's because we haven't hit our oversold level yet. Copper has not hit our overbought, oversold. Silver, this has not hit overbought, oversold either, so nothing going on there. Hmm. Look at those equities, Samson. They're just doing nothing. They're not doing a thing. We got some movement here in the Russell, but other than that, it's just flat. Kind of market you don't want to be trading in. I mean, even cyclical trading is tough in this market. That's all right. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna wait for our trades. Now we're getting into territory with this here. So we just had one touch. Now the risk to the very top is $170 per contract in the LE. So that means I like to risk $300 a trade. So I should be trading one contract. I'll hold off. I might trade two here. I might trade two if I can get a reduced stop distance. For instance, I might put my stop right there. So if I do that, I go here to here, that's only an $80 risk, so I would be risking 160 on two contracts. Yeah, my friend, love to have you follow me. I don't do a lot of posting on Instagram, but I do a lot of evangelism. Yeah, my friend, I'm trading because I enjoy it and I love sharing. I'm on Instagram at SBG Trading. Well, thank you, brother. I'd love to have you join me. All right, so this is falling apart there, right? So I'm going to see if I can get short on a retrace up here. This is again the LE market, not something a lot of people trade. So if we do get short, my target is that blue line right there. Where are you from, Samson? And hey, if you do need prayer for anything, my friend, I'm here for you. So email me or post it here. Happy to pray for you. From India in the UAE. Awesome. Wow. I am honored to have you with me. That's great. Very cool. Very cool. Wow. I am totally honored to have you here. Gosh, what time is it in the UAE? It's got to be like midnight, right? Or later? Maybe not. Maybe what, 9 p.m.? All right, brother, we're about to get filled here. If we get one more move up, we're filled. We are short in the LE. All right, there we go. We're short. 7, okay. We're short, brother. It's 11 o'clock. I normally close the room down now, but I'm hanging out here with you, Samson, so we're in it together. Mm. Still have negative delta, which is encouraging. It's weakening though, which not too excited about. Let's see if we can push down to that 100. Let's see if we get some selling going in here. Mm. All right, well, that's encouraging. Got a little move south. The Lion of the tribe of Judah, Samson. He came first as a suffering servant, you know that. But he's going to come again as the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Cool. Well, good, brother. You check me out on Instagram, you'll see I do a lot of work with Muslims, so I'm sure you're neck deep with some Muslims in UAE. Ever since October 7th, it's been non-stop, I tell you what, which is good. Lord, open up some doors. Well, if I ever get out to the UAE, I want to come up to your room and we do some trading. All right, come on, LE, let's go south on it. No, no, I don't want that. Don't be a, don't be that way. Markets can be funny. I'm a friend of God. Are there a lot of believers in the UAE with you? Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, look at that. You know, I broke one of my rules too. I usually go break even once one candle closes fully in the in profit. So I would have been stopped out. Well, I'm gonna pray for that for you, my friend. You need some good fellowship. Are you from the south of India? I am a friend of God. All right. Well, we got hit, my friend. That's all right. It happens. That is what happens with trading. Yeah, south. I had a lot of good friends and brothers down in the south. Well, it didn't work out on that trade, but that's life, my friend. All right. 6E is our next victim. Yeah, Kerala. That's right. You got it. A lot of believers down there. All right, so you see we're going short here on the 6E. Let's see if we can get target. If we get filled first. All right, we are filled. We're gonna go buy limit there. I am a friend of God. Do do do. I am a friend of God. You guys have any good Christian music out in that area? I see. Good. Yeah, very good. I knew a pastor from there many moons ago. All right. I'll tell you what, we're gonna hold on. Let's take two off at this 100. They are short the 6E, so this is Forex futures. I'll tell you what, let's get one off here. And we're going to do a little bit of a runner. All right, Samson, come on now. We want to go south with this trade. So you see our tendency histograms are showing future move. Typically, we move south of the 100. That's very, very helpful, right? We want to do that. Now, I mean, I'm going to use the tendency histograms are just like 5 or 10% of my analysis, but it's a little something to consider. It's not the end all be all holy grail, but good, 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 good. I like your confirmation. Thank you. I mean, we got a lot of demand in this area, so I'm going to be getting out my position. So you see a breakdown of this level. This is a supply area, right? Up here. Hmm. You agree with me? Net delta is flatline here, pretty much almost at target one. Almost at target one. Come on now. There's one, so we're off of one. I'll move the rest to break even. Yeah, this is some supply right in here, right around the 100. Let's move that one more tick in. Many times the 100 is seems to be the support area. So we'll see. Well, we got one off, one contract off. Cool, man. I'm totally thrilled to meet you. I got to talk to you more about your strategy because we can learn something. Do you use NinjaTrader or no? Come on now, push down, hit that 100. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Wow, NinjaTrader. I've been using NinjaTrader for since 2007. It's a big it's a big platform. They just sold, I know the guy who owns the company, he just sold it for like $1.6 billion to, forgot who bought him. 1.6 billion. I think he sold out to Kraken. Oh boy. That'll be funny there. 6E. Yeah, NinjaTrader is really good for programmers. It really has a huge uh, developer ability. And that's actually how I got involved because I'm a coder. I do actually custom strategy development, custom indicator development for folks on NinjaTrader. One more push down here, Samson. Come on now. Let's get down there. Oh yeah. All of these are actually these are indicators I developed myself. I've been around programming since 1980. 1980, programming something or another. Hmm. Samson, what do you think about this setup? Are we having trouble pushing lower? We ran into that demand, huh? I've done over 1,100 indicator projects in the last 15 years, so I'm pretty busy. Mm-mm. Here we go. Come on now. One more push. Two more pushes. Where did LE go? So LE is overbought again. Definitely could be a sell dot there eventually. Silver's taking a turn downward. Gold. Gold had a short signal here we missed. That would have been a winner on scalp. And then this one is also going the right direction. Where is it? 6E. 6E, come on now. Let's get down to that level. Another push. Come on, Samson. See, I have much to learn from you. Thank you for joining me, bro. All right, well, T2. All right, where should I put my last target, my friend? What do you think? Do I be so bold as to go down to that level? Kind of like that. That would be a nice little, yeah. I get nervous at the 100 because so many times the 100 is a good relaunching point. It might be timing, like look at this trade right there. Hit the 100, just rested at the 100 and made a move. So not like it's a magic number, I know that, but 100 minutes. Find the average price of 100 minutes and it's a launching point. I think it's all based on cycles, to be honest with you. Whatever it is, the Lord is in control. Let me take a look at the YM. I'm going to be reprogramming my order flow. This is net delta, but I'm going to reprogram these overbought, oversold levels. So maybe next time you come by, I'll show you my new indicator. This is the one that got me earlier today. All right, let's go back to the 6E. Again, I'm hoping that my tendency histogram proves to be true. That is, our tendency is to be down really all the way until 1300 hours. You a programmer? Look at that, LE just took off. A new cell location is here. You see the whole tendency histogram is up, up, up. There you go. ChatGPT code will help. Well, it's like copper is finally breaking apart. Copper, LE is moving up. Oh, wow, crude. Look at that huge delta in crude oil. Somebody's selling crude. It's a daily chart of the NASDAQ. If you need any help with NinjaTrader, you just look me up. What platform do you normally use? TradingView? You see that 100? It's just hanging out there at the 100. Yeah, I've been using Claude lately, and I'm actually disappointed. Manus might be good. DeepSeek I've used a little bit. I really like some of the output I get from DeepSeek. I just bought the $20 monthly on Claude because I thought they said it was the best, and I'm not too impressed. Yeah, TradingView. Yeah, see that 100? It's just proven to be a problem for me. Well, come on now, don't do it. Hmm. That delta is turning up, so very discouraged by that. That delta is turning up. Why would you do that to me? Let's hope that was a fluke. Nobody wants to be a buyer right now. Come on. Oh boy. Well, we got tagged. We made a couple bucks on it. Not too bad. Samson, I'm going to check out for now. I got to get some lunch. It's really cool talking to you. I wish you all good things. Be blessed. Be sure to, I don't know if you're subscribed to my channel or not, but that would be great. And visit me on Instagram at SBG Trading. The trading room here that I'm running is normally available for purchase from my website, from my store for $2,600. So I am so glad you're here on a free open day. I'm going to have it open for a while until the Lord tells me otherwise. So come on back. I do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Awesome. All right, buddy. I'll check out your follow later. Um, Look at that 100 though. Yeah, should have gotten out at the 100. All right, buddy. You have a good one. Um, and have a good night over there in the UAE. Stay safe. See you, buddy. Yep, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from about 9 at the latest until 11. All right. See you later, guys.